What's up, YouTube? Let's quickly talk about my future plans involving Zastava. What I mean by this is I've already picked out probably the final rifle that I'm going to get. Um, Pretty much I'm looking at a Zastava M77. Why am I doing that? Well, because it's pretty much this um, with a real battle cartridge, right? This is firing 7.62 by 39. Uh, the M77 is firing a 7.62 NATO, which is a full-blown battle cartridge. It's a bigger cartridge than this, and most important, here in the US, it's NATO ammo. We're always going to be able to find it, right? No matter what war is happening wherever. Might cost a little bit more, but you're getting a lot more capability. And I've decided to go with Zastava on that just because, well, I mean, you can look around. The M70 is just one of the best AK platforms available on the US market for the price and for what you're getting. Uh, Zastava has just been making these awesome. They are durable. Check out the AK Operators Union. He has a lot of videos on this, and he's got a good, thick Russian accent. So you know he knows what he's talking about when it comes to these. So he's been testing one of them out, and he's been looking for deformation because obviously it's a high power cartridge. There's a lot going on there. You need a really bulky, beefy system to handle something like that. So I was pretty much like, okay, that's the one. That's the one I'm going to get. I already like what Zastava is doing. Zastava is not a cheap AK. I would consider them a high tier AK for a very reasonable price. Yes, you can go spend $3,000 on an Occam Defense AK, $1,700 more than you would pay for this, and you're really not going to get that much more. About the only advantage I can see there is it comes with an adjustable gas block. Newsflash, I can put an adjustable gas block on this for a couple $100, not $1,700. So that would be an S tier AK-47 would be from Occam's Defense. And I don't even know where your money's going at that point because the price difference is so huge. It's pretty much like having a Gucci bag. The bag itself is not any better than other bags. It doesn't have some magical pocket in it that does magical things for you. Pretty much people wear the Gucci bag not because it's a nice bag, but because people see that you can afford a Gucci bag. And I kind of feel like the same thing with Occam's Defense. Um, so that is like the S tier AK manufacturer here in the US. Palmetto State Armory, you can get an AK from them for like $600-700. And for that price, for what you're getting, that is an awesome deal. I still went with the Zastava myself. Just part of the reason is I absolutely love this rail. We've already drop tested this gun. Uh, she has she has some drop damage on her already, specifically on this mount. I wanted to test this and drop it on this, make sure it still holds zero. We also were dropping it to make sure that this M-LOK laser is going to hold zero after it's been dropped. And finally, I wanted to test the actual rail itself. So after we dropped it a bunch of times, we went through and made sure that everything was torqued to spec, nothing was coming loose, and she passed with flying colors, right? This rail, I really like this. And that's my whole issue right now is for the M77, they don't have this rail yet. Now, maybe you could get one to fit. I'm not sure on all the specifics yet. So I think I'm actually going to reach out to Zastava and see if they'll work on a little project for me. I'm going to want an M77, and I'm going to want a rail, the handrail, the full modular M-LOK and pick and all of that on it. And the reason I'm going to want that and why I think it's such a good idea is because 7.62 NATO is a monster cartridge. So having this rail having a little bit more weight here, I really think it's going to tame that cartridge down and make it much easier to shoot, right? So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm going to get a hold of them and I'm going to start asking them if this configuration will work for the M77. And if not, maybe they can make me one. Maybe they can make me one. Full disclosure, I do buy this stuff myself. Nobody sends me anything. You don't have to worry about anybody, you know, just telling me how to make reviews. You guys don't have to worry about me reviewing products and giving them amazing reviews just because some company is sending me stuff for free. That's not the case. All I'm doing here is showing you guys the choices that I made and why I made them. You guys can go buy whatever you want and make your own choices. I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I'm not on YouTube to make money. This is just, a hobby for me. I like to show off some of the projects that I'm working on, and I'm going to tell you guys what's working for me and what's not. So hopefully, if I do make some mistakes along the way, you guys can learn from them and you don't have to make those mistakes. But no mistakes in this rifle so far. Very happy with this thing. Waiting on more ammo now, right? And yeah, I've decided that I like this so much and I feel so confident with Zastava and what they're doing here in the US. Yeah, they're going to be the ones making my full battle cartridge rifle for me, that M77. And if I have to wait a little bit for them to make some kind of rail like this for that, I definitely will. But I think I'm going to get a hold of them later this week and see if that's even possible. Maybe get the gears turning, because I would absolutely love this setup just with a 7.62 by NATO cartridge, and we're going to be able to feed that here in the US. It's going to cost a little bit more, but you're getting a lot more bullet, and the important thing is it's a NATO round. We're going to be able to get it here. I was just talking to some people online about 7.62 and how we can still find 7.62 by 39 here, just not for the cheap. Like, the ammo is getting more and more expensive. Let's see. I think these were the first AK rounds that I got. Actually, no, sorry. These are, you can see that they're a little bit darker of a color. These are bimetal rounds. So they're coated with like a bimetal coating to get rid of friction so that they feed better. These are an upgraded 7.62 by 39 round. That's why they're still on the market. When most people go out to buy the 7.62 by 39, they're trying to find the cheapest steel rounds that they can find, because that's what a lot of AKs will eat no problem. And why would you pay more when you can pay less and get more ammo? So a lot of that stuff has been picked through, and a lot of the leftover ammo is more of the premium AK ammo, which I have no problem buying, right? Because if I ever need to use this gun in a bad situation, I'd rather have a higher quality ammo that feeds better and more reliably, right? Every gun's going to jam here and there, but this decreases the odds of that happening because it's doing away with a lot of the friction inside of the magazine just because of the bimetal coating. At the same time, there's only so much of this ammo. This is like the ammo that's left over, and it's left over because it's a little bit more pricey. So I had no issue getting that. I am waiting on 1,000 rounds of actual steel case ammo for the AK, because hey, I gotta make sure that that stuff runs well also. So it's gonna probably be easier for me to feed a 7.62 NATO. Even if those cost a little bit more, they will always be around. We'll always be able to get them. So in a nutshell, that's going to be my next rifle. I also have to pick up a 5.7 for the old lady, so I think that's just going to be something that's manageable for her to shoot. And we're gonna be in the market for that. So I have not picked up a pistol in that caliber yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And also we have my beautiful FNX 45 here. This isn't a 45, this is an FNX 460. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. Absolutely my favorite gun of all time. I mean, just from an engineering standpoint, this is why I love guns. This is a great example of it because the lethality, plus the engineering involved in this, the capacity that you're getting. Why I love this is, in a nutshell, this puts out a little bit less power than a 357 Magnum, and it has 3 times the capacity. So this was my dream gun, and I'm lucky enough to be able to have this. It's also my daily carry, so I'm going to be dropping a video explaining to people how I can daily carry something like this and nobody can even see it on me. There is a few tricks that I use, but even when I walk into the gun store, they're like, "Whoa, you're not carrying today?" And they have no idea that I'm carrying one of the largest 45 handguns on me. It's concealed great. You can't see it on me. So I'll make a video covering how I do that, because this stays on me. Don't get me wrong, I have a SIG P365. It's like a little ankle gun for me. But this is my bread and butter, damn it. This will always be on me. I love this. I love the Zastava rifles too. They're really growing on me. So yeah, wish me luck. I'll keep you guys posted, but I think that's the next thing that we're doing on this channel is I'm going to reach out to Zastava and see if they will work with me. I'm not a huge YouTube channel by any means, but I have monies to pay them, so I think they should work with me. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for all the support, everybody. It's hard to make content on awesome stuff like this because YouTube's just been real crabby about it, and I'm still trying to figure out what I can show and what I can't. But this is definitely one of my favorite hobbies. Just from an engineering standpoint, I like working on this stuff. And yeah, it gives me something awesome to do, right? So if you want to support me, like, sub. I also make video game content. I'm just all over the place, damn it. This is a channel for the different hobbies that I have. Once in a while, we can share a good laugh. If not, I can always show you some of the cool tactical stuff that I've been getting. And yeah, have an awesome day, everybody, and I will see you on the flip side.